Natalie Paul is here and we're going to be making angel food cake. I love the name. What is it?
It is basically you get a meringue and a sponge cake and they get married and they have this love child of a cake and it's amazing.
Oh, I love this.
It's super sweet, so that's why we're going to use a bit of cocoa to like muffle that sweetness a little bit.
Yep.
But it is essentially, it uses a lot of egg whites. This cake uses 16 of them.
Well, lucky that you have separated them and they're ready to go over here.
Beautiful.
What else are we adding to this?
So I'm going to get my little last minute add-on just ready to go because I want to heat it up and have that going in nice and steamy to get the batter nice and puffy.
What was that one?
Oh, that was golden syrup. I'm also going to get my dry ingredients ready. Self-raising flour.
Okay.
I sometimes prefer self-raising flour over using plain flour and baking powder.
Yep.
You get a softer result, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that because it's been mixed in together and
I think
sieved
so.
together
Yeah,
so much?
there's just something, and I probably don't have any technical facts to back it up, but I just like it.
Well, you know what you're talking about too because you are the baking queen after all.
We're ready to go there.
Okay.
And now we just whip up this huge bowl of egg whites.
Right. So we've got a few other ingredients here to add to it.
Cream of tartar,
Straight in.
straight in
Okay.
from the start, and it'll give you a lot more volume and pliability with your
Right.
meringue.
Can I add my sugar now or do I wait?
Just wait.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're going to bring it up to like a medium peak,
Yes.
and then we'll start adding the sugar.
Okay.
That's perfect.
Definitely don't want to be doing that by hand.
No.
It'll take a
They're
while.
like huge guns. And you want this a bit softer. If your egg white of your meringue is too stiff, when the cake cooks, it explodes. The top will crack like the hell mouth. So you want to kind of control it so it stays kind of smooth.
Okay.
Beautiful. And now we sift the dry ingredients on top.
So in that goes.
In that goes.
Isn't it so pretty when you see?
Oh, I love anything white and chocolatey coming together.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
Gorgeous.
And I'll just push that through.
Could you do other flavours for this or it's definitely a chocolate kind of thing?
Gingerbread, spices.
Oh, that would be so nice. And so this is interesting. You're using a whisk to mix this together as opposed to folding it with a spatula.
Always. It's so much more effective because I've got all of these tines working to get everything incorporated.
Right.
And then over here I have my golden syrup and water that I've heated up, and I'm just going to pour that around the outside. And that can be folded in as well.
So let's talk about the tin that you use for angel food cake.
Yes, it is what's called a 2-part angel food cake tin. So it comes apart like that.
Okay.
It never gets greased because we want the cake to cling to the inside. And then we're going to cut it out.
Okay.
Because what's going to happen after we bake it, we're going to turn this upside down to cool. And the air pockets that are from there are going to stretch out and become bigger as it hangs.
Wow.
It's just magical.
Hence the cake will just stay in its nice shape.
That's
It
right.
won't,
It won't
deflate at all.
That's right.
Magic. And where can we get these wonderful tins from?
I like to get mine from a really good cookware shop. You want
Yep.
one that's aluminium, not one that's made from non-stick because that defeats the purpose.
Of course, yeah.
And just like a really cheapy aluminium one is really good.
And how long are we baking this wonderful cake for?
We're baking it at 170 degrees for about 40 to 45 minutes.
Okay.
Beautiful. In she goes.
And she goes.
Great. So chocolate's melted, but I'm going to get the cake out of the tin first.
All right.
Because the ganache is going to come together really quickly.
Yes.
And look,
There she
it stayed. It stayed. So now I'm going to use a thin-bladed knife and I'm going to cut the cake out.
Okay, because it hasn't been greased. If you do that, you're not going to get this height that we're looking for.
That's right. Or the cake will fall out when
Yeah.
it gets turned upside down, which
Yeah.
is the worst.
No,
it
we
makes
don't
you
want
so sad. And then we're going to go around the centre just to release that. And if you pass that cake stand over,
I can imagine when you had your shopfront Beatrix bakes, if one of your bakers, naturally you want to grease a tin,
yes,
but they would probably accidentally do it occasionally.
I have seen it, and you lose quite a few. And look at that.
Oh, that looks so impressive.
It's amazing. And then we're just going to cut this little base plate off just by working around and little shake. Oh, She's a sticky one, and there she is.
Oh, there she is. Oh, that is so impressive. And that's what we were talking about before, the little bubbles there that have detached.
And they've stretched out while they've been hanging upside down.
Yep. Love it.
Just makes a really special cake. So my ganache, the chocolate's melted.
Yes.
And this is what I call a reverse ganache because we don't have to wait for, like, we're not adding boiled cream to chocolate and having to wait for a long time for it to cool down.
Yeah.
This gives me instantly spreadable ganache.
Oh, this is genius. We've got the milk chocolate in there and sour cream.
That's
sour
right.
cream ganache.
Yeah.
Why not?
Delicious.
Yeah.
So there's a nice little tang to it.
Look how shiny and glossy it is. Just like that ganache.
Just like that. Ganache. Beautiful. And now we're going to ice our cake.
So springy.
It's so springy, isn't it? And it's like the lightest chocolate cake. It's like the anti-mud cake.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? This means you can have a few more slices.
That's right.
Okay. Whatever you say.
It's what the doctor ordered. So I'm going to smooth this around the top and just moving my little stand.
So pretty. It's like simple baking at its best right here.
That's right.
Egg whites, they're so versatile. You can use them in so many different things.
Exactly. Now we can put the raspberries on to crown our delicious dessert.
Why not? I think it just looks good as is, but Nat always needs to take it one step further.
One step further. Could you give me a hand because we're going to cover the entire top with a beautiful ring.
See, I would have just thrown them on. No. Let's just delicately place them.
Oh, they're such
all
beautiful
around.
raspberries. Look at them.
Oh, they
like
are
lollies.
Yeah, plump. You need fresh raspberries for this over the top. I think I like this dramatic colour contrast that's happening here. The bright pop of the raspberries and then that chocolate. Well, what a dramatic finish to a wonderful chocolate cake. A chocolate cake like no other. It's so much lighter.
So much lighter, using up all those egg whites, and it looks so impressive and celebratory.
Yeah, I love this cake and I just can't wait to dig in.